For years, eagle-eyed viewers have spotted things in films and TV programs that have no relevance to the plot or setting. They are often called Easter eggs, a name that apparently came from the cast of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, who had a real Easter egg hunt on set but couldn't find 3 of the eggs, which later could be spotted in the finished movie. With that in mind, I wanted to make this video a little more fun, and if you've seen my 100k subscriber special video, then you will know what's about to happen. But here is a rundown. I'll be giving away 3 special things in this video: an iWatch, some awesome headphones, and an iPad. You just have to find one of 3 hidden white top 5 logos in this video, and you can choose out of those 3 things what you want. As well as that, I'll be giving out top 5 hoodies if you can spot one of 10 blue top 5 logos. If you find a white or blue top 5 logo, just send a message to hiddentop5s@yahoo.com saying where in the video you spotted it. Just make sure you only send it to that email because I will only be accepting ones sent there. So that's it, enjoy the video, and I hope you have fun looking for the hidden logos. The Simpsons. The Simpsons is littered with so many clever and ironic things, which made picking the best Easter egg pretty hard, but here are some of the cleverest and best hidden that we know of. One thing the people behind the cartoon seem to enjoy doing is replicating historical moments in time, but they are easily missed unless pointed out or compared to their originals. Take the scene in Lisa the Beauty Queen for example, when Lisa is sworn in as Miss Springfield. If you compare it with the photo of when Lyndon Johnson was sworn in as president, the positioning of the characters is very similar. The famous photo shows Mrs. Kennedy standing next to Lyndon Johnson with the blood of her assassinated husband JFK still on her clothes. Other iconic images used are the fall of Saigon and Milhouse replicating the Weeping Frenchman, a photograph taken in 1940 showing a Frenchman crying during the Nazi occupation of France. The 1937 Hindenburg disaster are also replicated, as well as the murder of Lee Harvey Oswald. A113 can be spotted in many episodes, and you probably know this number from Disney and Pixar movies, as it's said to be the room number for the animation studio at the Institute of the Arts in California, where lots of great animators learnt how to animate. It can be seen on badges, number plates, signs, and posters in several episodes. Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, who is rarely seen in real life, also has appeared in many Simpsons episodes, most recently in the crossover with Family Guy, where he appears in the back of a courtroom with Seth MacFarlane, Family Guy's creator. The cartoon also has endless references to famous movies, but perhaps the creepiest is when Maggie's daycare class is full of babies with dummies in their mouth, which is a direct reference to Alfred Hitchcock's horror film The Birds. Marvel movies. The Marvel movies are known for their Easter eggs, so instead of singling out just one film, I will talk about a few hidden things that have popped up in their films over the years. The first is the fairly common known cameo of Lou Ferrigno, the original Hulk, from the 1970s TV series, who appears as a security guard in the 2003 film The Hulk, and again in the 2008 film The Incredible Hulk. But a lesser known one is the voice of the 1960 Hulk comic book series, who makes an appearance as the owner of the pizza shop where Bruce Banner hides in the 2008 movie. Iron Man 3 also has a reference to the film Pulp Fiction, in the introduction scenes where Happy Hogan, the bodyguard, appears with his black suit, longer hair, and bolo tie. This was the choice of the director Shane Black, who was a massive Pulp Fiction fan, and he modelled Hogan on Vincent Vega. Marvel's Thor also has a quick message that could easily go unnoticed. In the background of one of the scenes, a billboard poster can be seen that is advertising New Mexico as a land of enchantment, journey into mystery. For those in the know, Thor made his first Marvel appearance in a comic book called Journey into Mystery. It's so cool they added this in, knowing full well most people would never have spotted it. The last one I will mention is from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, a Marvel film that was packed full of Easter eggs, but this one in particular was very clever. It appeared during the death of Gwen Stacy when a clock is shown ticking over to 1:21, supposedly marking the time of her death, but there was a hidden significance in why the clock said 1:21. It's in issue number 121 in the comic book series of The Amazing Spider-Man that Gwen Stacy dies in. Pretty clever. Fight Club. The violent but successful 1999 film Fight Club, starring Brad Pitt and Edward Norton, is the story of an insomniac office worker who is depressed and disillusioned with his life. He meets a strange soap maker and joins an underground fight club. Well, sort of. If you've seen the film, you will know the rest. It doesn't seem like this sort of film would be full of Easter eggs, but apparently the fact it has so many was one of the reasons it gained such a success when being released on DVD, and the messages literally show up right from the start of the film. Straight after the generic copyright warning at the beginning of the movie is shown, another warning briefly flashes on the screen, but you wouldn't notice it unless you paused it at the right moment. I won't read it out now, but you can pause the video if you want to read it, but I just wonder how many people actually spotted that. Another Easter egg was revealed by the director himself, David Fincher. He said that in practically every scene of the movie, a Starbucks takeaway coffee cup can be seen. David said it's a direct reference to a line in the film. When deep space exploration ramps up, it'll be the corporations that name everything. The IBM Stellarsphere, the Microsoft Galaxy, Planet Starbucks. In other words, it's a dig at the big corporate companies and their influence on the population. Another hidden secret is that Tyler Durden, the character played by Brad Pitt, is not actually introduced until later in the film, but makes around 5 quick appearances in various guises before his character is introduced to the plot. Along with this, an advert appears on a TV and Brad Pitt can be seen. And lastly, the font used in the opening credits is called Fight This. Toy Story. Toy Story is loved by both adults and children who enjoy its humour and stories, but the 3 Pixar films are loaded with references and clever links to their other films, and often introduce characters from films that aren't even out yet. In Toy Story 2, when Mrs. Potato Head is reading a bedtime story, if you look closely, she is reading a scene from Bug's Life. This isn't the only reference to Bug's Life. In Toy Story 3, Flick can be seen scurrying to get under a bucket when the kids return from a break at Sunnyside Daycare, and also Heimlich the Caterpillar from Bug's Life can be seen crawling across a branch in Toy Story 2, just before Buzz chops it down. But some of the best hidden messages are the constant reference to Stanley Kubrick's horror classic, The Shining. It's Toy Story 3's director Lee Unkrich's favourite film, and he makes several references to it in the movie. The garbage truck license plate is RM237, a clear reference to room 237 in the Overlook Hotel, the setting of the Shining movie. In another scene, Woody is on the PC and a message from someone called VelociStar237 pops up. There's also a security camera called Overlook R237, and when that evil toy monkey is sat watching a surveillance feed in the nursery, on the desk is a box with the Shining hotel carpet design on it, and a 1970s intercom system that suspiciously looks like the one in the manager's office in The Shining. All of these Shining references can be explained by director Lee Unkrich's love of the film, but the carpet design in Sid's house in Toy Story 1, that is almost identical to the carpet in the Overlook Hotel, is not down to Unkrich as he did not direct that movie. To end on a less horror movie note, there is a brief moment in Toy Story 3 showing Woody staring at Andy's pinboard. The board is full of the usual stuff, but also a postcard that has been sent from Ellie and Carl Fredricksen from the 2009 film Up. The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead was first aired in 2010 and instantly became a humongous success. Everyone probably knows what it's about, a story of survival against an ever-increasing population of zombies. But beneath the flesh-eating and exciting plots, few viewers know that the series features a few hidden and surprising Easter eggs, and here are a few of them. First, let's start with the walkers. Some of them are actually cameos from classic zombie films. Flyboy from the classic 1978 film Dawn of the Dead, the man who gets his head chopped off by a helicopter blade, makes an appearance in Season 3, Episode 5 of The Walking Dead. There's no denying that's him, everything is identical, the pose, the shirt, the belt, and the camel trousers. Another unforgettable zombie has also popped up, Bub from Day of the Dead, the half-intelligent zombie. He appears in Season 4 when Glenn shines a light on him, and he doesn't appear to have changed his clothes since the 1985 film. This next one wasn't noticed by viewers, but was revealed by actor David Morrissey, who played the Governor in Season 3 and 4. The Governor was recognised by his eye patch, which is often likened to a pirate in appearance. With this in mind, the director put a little Easter egg in Season 4. When the Governor is lying on a couch, the cushions he was laying on had a parrot embellishment, and the cushion had been perfectly lined up with the Governor's shoulder. Another little Easter egg appeared in Season 3, when Daryl and Beth are looking around the country club. On the walls are the photographs of the supposed presidents of the club. The co-executive producer revealed in an interview that the men in the photographs were actually the crew members who were working on the set of the series. The last clever little touch appears in the opening credits of the last episode of Season 3. The names of actresses Sarah Wayne Callies and Laurie Holden appeared just above empty shell casings. Now, this one was never confirmed by the creators, but fans believe the significance of this can be seen by the end of the episode, as both the characters played by these actresses are shot in the head to avoid becoming walkers. If it wasn't intentional, then it's an amazing coincidence. So that's some movies and programs that are riddled with Easter eggs. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you had a good time looking for the logos I put in. Don't forget to send an email to hiddentop5s@yahoo.com if you found one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.